Today is February 6th, 2021, and you're watching and listening to the Bush League Bros podcast.
That's Bush League. Bush League.
Punch you right in the mouth. That's Bush. Bush League.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Bush League Bros Sports Talk. Brett Batchelder right here. Poliakis with me as always. We have a pretty exciting episode. It's pretty much just Super Bowl and a few other things.
Super Bowl.
That's the big game. Yeah, I mean,
The big game.
Just have the Super Bowl to talk about.
You can't say Super Bowl, dude. You can only say you have to say the big game.
We're not big enough to be canceled yet. I'm gonna call it what it is, and then I never have you. Do you even understand that? Why can't we call it? I know we're not supposed to, but I don't understand that.
Because the NFL's sucks, dude. They're a bunch of assholes. Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
So yeah, fine,
exactly.
Fine. Just so when this podcast eventually blows up and we don't go get canceled, could you imagine of all the things that we've talked about on this show that we get canceled for calling the Super Bowl the Super Bowl?
They take down our podcast over saying
yeah,
the Super Bowl.
Just for that, whatever. We're going to talk about the big game. Before we do that, though, we're going to ease into this episode, ease into the sports talk. We're going to talk about our lives here a little bit.
Yeah,
Paul, you are a courageous cat. I've always said it since day one. Very courageous. And you are leading the way to save this country. Tell the folks out there that are watching and or listening on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts what heroic deeds you did this week.
Well, I'm gonna show it for all our viewers.
I didn't get to take it to the gun show. Nice flex, bro.
Yeah. So for those of you just listening, I wasn't coming into the camera. I have a nice Band-Aid on my arm.
Mm-hmm,
I did get my first round of the COVID vaccination.
Wait a minute. How many rounds are there?
You gotta get two. Dude.
Why? What?
I have no idea why you have to get two. Yeah, but you do.
Why did you go left arm? Aren't you supposed to go right arm?
No, because I'm a righty, dude. I would not be happy.
To go your opposite?
Yeah, you're supposed to go the opposite arm. I mean, dude, I think if I did, my arm is very sore right now for everyone listening. Otherwise, I feel
and it has nothing to do with the COVID shot.
No, that's my right arm again. Anyways, no, I felt a little crappy after I got it yesterday, so I felt a little crappy after I got it, which is supposed to be normal. Feel fine today. My arm is very sore, but I don't want to we've said this a few different times in this show. I don't want to call myself a hero, right? But I'm also not.
Right.
I'm also not calling myself a hero.
All right, Michael Scott. Here we go.
So, and so for those of you wondering out there, thinking right now, oh, this fucking asshole is 30 years old and he got a COVID shot. I do work in a sector or a field currently that is technically.
Look at you with your glasses working in sectors. What an asshole!
I technically, when I'm not
the problem.
Yeah, when I'm not doing this job, I'm basically a surgeon on the side. So when I'm not doing the podcast, no. But I work in the healthcare field ish. So.
It's white privilege, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's
Shut the fuck up.
It's white privilege. That's what's going on here. Really, the real thing is we already determined that you are the super spreader.
That was why. Yeah,
really, they had to nip this in the bud.
Exactly. So, they were like, we just gotta get him out of the way because who knows how many more people will catch COVID.
You could have just cured COVID by stepping up and getting the vaccine. Good for you, Paul. Really. The super spreader has been taken down. Yeah. Have you grown any strange appendages or mutations or?
No side effects as of yet. Yet. Keyword yet.
Yeah, it's pretty early in the game.
Yeah, it is pretty early. Yeah. No. Yeah. So I will admit, right? I found out the day before that I could get it, and I had I thought I was gonna have a lot more time to think about whether I wanted to get the vaccination or not. Yeah. And after talking to some family friends, they advise if you get it, you should just get it. Yeah,
Paul, God damn it, you've almost given us COVID 18 times by now.
Yeah, exactly.
You're infecting the entire state, so
Yeah.
get it
exactly.
done. Yeah. Good for your parents. Good for your family. I'm proud
So
of you.
yeah, my advice to those of you out there that are worried about it, it's no big deal. Just go get it. I had some friends tell me that I am gonna be like I'm gonna be like a liberal robot now, where I'm gonna be like
Well, the government can officially track you wherever you go, even though they can with your phone and everything else that's on you already. But
yeah, exactly. But like my friends were joking, like I'm gonna be like Joe
you're
Biden is the greatest president in the
you're
world.
the Manchurian sportscaster now. That's
Yeah.
what you are. Like,
LeBron James is the greatest basketball player to ever live. Joe
hey,
Biden.
that does sound something like a liberal would say. You know, like
Mhm.
boom roasted, got him.
If
But
you
when you,
say anything inappropriate, I will cancel you
mm,
forever. Yeah.
I mean, you're going to cancel me in 2 seconds here.
Well, I've already
What?
been. Yeah. Now maybe I'm uncancelable. Though. Maybe.
So you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, dude.
Although you probably are programmed now to where if you were going to say something edgy or against the culture, the PC world, that your systems would probably break down. Like you wouldn't function. You go into robot mode.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Last thing I want to say on it, right?
Okay.
In a serious note, it really came down to like, do I trust scientists or do I like trust conspiracy theorists on the internet more? Like, because I'm pretty like I'm not one
You're
to be.
pretty in on the conspiracy.
I'm pretty
theories.
in on the conspiracies. I'm not like one to like think that that all conspiracies are fake. But when it comes to this stuff, like, do I think that they just are, you know what I mean, just cooking up a vaccine to try and kill the whole planet? I doubt it, man. I think like they made a vaccine to fucking to cure
people
COVID
on this planet, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
What a horrible thing to say. When do you have to go back for round 2?
A month from when I got this one. So or 28 days. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Why?
Dude. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know any of that. Well, actually, I do know some of it. Apparently, this gives you some immunity, and then like your body builds up, and then you fucking take the other one, some shit like that. Science. But yeah, moving on. That's
moving
enough.
on.
It's enough.
But this, I mean, we still got to focus on you right here now. So
okay.
No more COVID. Well, I don't think we have any more COVID talk for the rest of this rundown here. We might say one thing about COVID, but with sticking in the spirit of what's going on in your life, last episode, you were talking about, the stresses of your becoming a Wall Street tycoon, some of your investments that you were making. You were stressing out about it.
Stonks.
The stonks. You were, looking at it while we were doing the show.
Yeah.
Give us an update. I saw on the Twitter twatter you were investing in AMC or something. How are we doing with our stonks?
So, stonk update.
Okay.
I did lose like $400 in stonks this week, but that's just how the stonk market goes, dude. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. I just happen to be very
down 400 kind of stinks.
Down 400 kind of stinks. But I mean, in the big scheme of things, not the worst. I mean, it could come back. I'm very into Dogecoin.
Doji? I don't even understand.
I highly recommend Dogecoin. It's a meme.
Can you get into Dogecoin anymore?
You can certainly buy Dogecoin. I would
recommend. I thought they blocked it.
No, they did block it for a little bit, but now it's back. So yeah, I mean, the thing so I bought a lot of AMC stock, and it turns out that investing in a movie theater in the middle of a pandemic is maybe not the wisest investment strategy.
Could be a good long-term play.
It could be a long-term play. I do still have some. I did sell some of it because I didn't want to lose all of my money.
Yeah, sure.
But not the greatest. Not the greatest investment. I mean, maybe just listening to like memes on the internet about where you should buy your stocks. Turns out that's not the best way to do it. But
who would have thunk it?
Yeah. I mean, this is the stonk market though, dude.
Why? I gotta ask, why is it stonk? Well, I've seen the memes, but where did stonk come from? This is people being idiots?
I think so, yeah. I think it's just
I mean, I enjoy it. Stonk's pretty funny, but
stonks.
Let's just tear down Wall Street and call them stonks at the same time. That's game. I'm good with it.
I like it. I like it.
No.
So yeah, things are good. Well, they're not, yeah, in that regard. But I mean, you live to see
still
another
playing
day.
the game, though.
Still playing the game. You can only lose if you get out.
Okay, all right.
I did
Well,
get
I don't
out a
know.
little bit,
I
yeah.
mean, if you I'm gonna keep asking you as long as you're playing this game where we're
Yeah.
at right now, and hopefully you'll be better than down 400 because that sounds like it can get worse. I don't know. It sounds so stressful to me. I don't even know how you do it. But congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I'm gonna vape on this episode. I just decided. Oh, that's all right.
My God. I don't vape niche, bro.
I'm selling vapes now, dude.
Yeah, let's advertise it. What are we vaping today? What's our vape today?
This is that double bubble kush, dude. You know what I mean? Double bubble.
I hope that's not what it's called. Is that what it's called?
Double bubble kush, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you gotta get on this, bro.
I'm not gonna get on that. No, please and thank you. I'll pass for now.
You know, I just be doing it. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
It's actually not THC. I don't smoke weed. But if I did, it would be double bubble kush. Moving on.
You want to talk about it? You ready to talk about the dumbest news of my life? And I thought when you text me this was a prank. So
you thought it was a joke? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this can't be real. Like, how do you even do this? This is the dumbest thing. So if you guys don't know, it 100% did happen. Rapper Lil Uzi Vert, and I have heard of him. I don't know any of his actual songs, but he's been on some Lil Wayne songs and stuff that I'm familiar with. So I've heard of this guy. He now goes into the department of Brett thinks you're a clown. I don't know how you even do this, but he got a $24 million pink diamond. What's the word? Embedded into his head. How do you even? And apparently, wasn't there pictures of him having blood coming out of it, but the blood was apparently fake, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Let's not even go there yet. Let's start with the basics. What the fuck has to be going through your mind to say, hey, getting a $24 million pink, I mean any kind of color, but pink diamond embedded into my head sounds like a wonderful idea. I'm not going to get shot and have this thing ripped out of my head.
No, yeah. Well, no, it's technically a smart strategy, right? Because I'm sure we've all heard the stories of rappers getting their chains stolen, right? Like someone comes up with a gun and just like snatch, right? Like right off the neck. Now to get this guy's diamond, you have to cut his head off or
I heard it's just kind of like a piercing. Like that's what it's not like embedded into his skull, but it's kind of like so it sounds like I would much rather have a chain ripped off my neck than a diamond that is worth more than I will ever see in my entire life. That's not true. We're going to make it big, but all of that coinage ripped out of my head. I'd rather have something ripped off my neck than something ripped out of my head.
Yeah. Do you believe that this is worth $24 million, this diamond?
No, but I want to call him even more of a clown by saying it is and just going along with the fact that
like rappers make good money, but like I don't think he makes like if you're gonna put a $24 million diamond in your head, like I would imagine like that's like maybe like 5% of your net worth, and I don't think that that's the case with him. Like I think that he is. I would be surprised if he was even a 24 millionaire. So how is he getting $24 million diamonds in his head?
You got to know, just because we seem to be going through this renaissance where rappers are being, or, really any music artist, but specifically rappers, they're starting to learn, hey, maybe we don't spend all our money at once. Who was the rapper that died from LA? You know what I'm talking about? Not last year, but in 2019.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. I got to get this right. I got to get it right.
Dead rapper.
LA rapper. Look at this, guys. We are Bush League. LA rappers. Oh, Killed popped up. Let's see. Nipsey Hussle. There we go. Got it.
Nipsey Hussle.
He was kind of one of the guys behind the movement. Hey, guys, like, make sure you're protecting your money. Save your money. Don't blow it all on. You can have your chains, but you don't need all these. You don't need one for every day. he was kind of one of those guys that was pushing people in the right direction for financial security, having businesses, property, blah, blah, blah. And then you just see a clown like this who probably isn't worth much more than $24 million. And if this is a $24 million diamond, he better be making a lot of money off of social media and advertising for the stunt.
Yeah,
like the
for
jeweler
sure.
better have either donated this, or I don't even know what you would do to make money off of this, but this is an absolute stooge move. I don't like it. And, I don't want to see the guy die over this, but if someone ripped it out of his
It
head and
seems
beat him to a
inevitable.
pulp, it
Yeah.
seems like, that old classic, you reap what you sow.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of like someone that appreciates like innovation and like doing new
This
dumb
is
shit,
not innovating.
I think it is. This is a new way that people are going to wear their diamonds. They're just going to get them implanted in themselves. So
just imagine you have, the cougar wrestling monster right here, putting on some nunchucks and punching you right in the forehead where that diamond is. That diamond's going into your skull. This is absolutely stupid.
It's dangerous.
No part about this is
I won't admit it's not dangerous.
innovative. It's just like, hey, please rob me or please punch me right in the mouth. That's the attention that you're bringing to yourself.
Yeah.
And with a name like Lil Uzi Vert, I don't even know what the hell that means. I mean, this shouldn't be too much of a surprise for me. Is he a mumble rapper? I don't even know. I can't.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Lil Uzi Vert's work?
I am slightly. Yeah, I know of him.
I could see you bumping in the club to some Lil Uzi.
Yeah, I would bump to some Lil Uzi.
Oh,
Uzi.
God. Little ooze. That's disgusting. And I'm done talking about this. Let's go to some sports here. I'm going to throw in some quick news real quick, just because it is baseball related before we get into the main topic for baseball. A selfish one for us, but it was reported, today. Trevor Bauer to the Dodgers. The rich get richer. 3-year, $102 million deal. He is a former Cy Young pitcher. Absolute beast.
Yeah.
Dodgers looking to repeat. So
Dodgers stay loaded, dude. I don't
really have a lot more to say than that, but it is big news. So
what is their payroll, dude? I gotta look this up. Their payroll must be.
They don't care anymore.
Out of control. Yeah.
They're like, we've been cheated by the Astros for too long.
Yeah.
We finally won one. We we were given, because the Red Sox are a bunch of idiots, their best player for basically nothing, while they stay in the basement and do absolutely nothing this offseason.
I know, man. I know.
Kiki Hernandez is our big pickup. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sick of it. So whatever. Trevor Bauer to the Dodgers is what it is. Our big baseball news for us, maybe not for the world, but for us as Red Sox fans, longtime second baseman for the Red Sox, the Laser Show, Dustin Pedroia, retires after winning 3 World Series, 2 Gold Gloves, a Silver Slugger. He was the 2007 Rookie of the Year, 2008 MVP, first person ever to win Rookie of the Year, then MVP the following season. I do believe that's correct. Just giving him a quick shout out. What do you remember? What are your favorite memories of Dustin Pedroia? And I know you'll miss him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, probably that 2007 team when he was first coming up, or that, you know what I mean? That was, probably my fondest memories of him. I'll be honest, he's kind of been done for a couple of years now. This isn't really.
Yeah, I mean, we say 3-time World Series champ.
But barely was. Yeah,
18, he played very minimal. He tried to come back and couldn't.
Yeah,
he deserves that 3.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's an all-time Red Sox. There's not too many of them that you really point to and be like I would assume he's probably gonna get his number retired as a Red Sox. I would assume so, right?
He's number 15. I mean, he probably should.
Probably should. Yeah.
World Series. I mean, he's got more World Series rings than any current Yankee right now. So.
That's for damn sure. Yeah. So, I mean, I think he's gonna go down as an all-time Red Sox. One of my favorite things about him, and I saw a clip when I heard that he retired the other day. They were it was a throwback clip of him going in on the media. He was always a savage with the Boston sports media, which was so great because especially in Boston, the people that write about baseball, it's changed a little bit since like the early, years of his career, but like some of the baseball writers here are some of the most like pretentious, like stuck up
Oh
douchebags.
yeah,
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean? Like it's
For sure.
like, and it had been like that forever. Like they would say like they would like personally attack players, like, and that had been going on for like a long time.
Yeah.
And I mean, they still do to some degree. What's his name? Dan Shaughnessy is like he's like the king of it, but um, he's the one that doesn't want to let anyone in the Hall of Fame either. Um, or
No, not
one of the
affiliated.
guys, but
One of all of the baseball writers.
Pedroia would like not put up with their shit. Like I think he earned my respect that way. Like he would go back at the media, which was great. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's like a 5'0" guy, which,
Yeah.
immediately relate. Like he's the same height as me. He's out there playing with giants.
Yeah.
And you could tell he had a little bit of that short man syndrome where if you did snap at him, he was going to snap back. And he played so into it seemed like he was hacking with every swing. That's why they called him the laser show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't remember. It wasn't like Manny Ramirez had a beautiful swing.
Yeah.
Dustin Pedroia's swing, not beautiful. It was just
No.
straight down the line as hard as he could every time.
Mm-hmm.
He gave it his all. I'm a huge fan of Pedroia. And I think my favorite memories, obviously the World Series were great, but I really like when they would show him on the defensive end.
Yeah.
And every time the pitch would go, he would do a little hop step.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To get his timing. That was absolutely hilarious. They showed it every single time, and I never got tired of it.
Yeah.
Certainly one of the all-time greats. And
he was like the king too of like for a period, right? Like when he was like hitting a lot of homers, like the king of like taking a ball because he was so small, like taking a ball that seemed like it was legitimately like thrown over his head, like taking it out of the park. Like he was just monster, he was just like way above him in the strike zone.
It would feel like the bat's going up instead of sideways.
Yeah. So he was the king of that. I'll miss him. Great player, man. And hopefully he left, some of his winning ways with the Red Sox. Ooh, I doubt it, but we'll see. Yeah.
They fucking stink, dude. Like, I'm not even looking forward to baseball this year. Like, I have to hope that the Dodgers and the Padres are just so good that whatever the Yankees do won't even matter. But I'm out on baseball right now, but I'm not out on Dustin Pedroia. Thank you, Dustin. You gave us a hell of a career. You did a lot for the organization, and you kind of made us better than the Yankees. So
yeah, absolutely.
Can't hate on you for that. So that's our baseball talk. Look at that. We talk a lot of baseball on this show. We're so amazing. We're so versatile. We're going to switch over to the NBA now here on Bush League Bros Sports Talk. Poliakis right there in the Sox hat. The idiot with the Space Jam jersey on, Brett, is right here. And we're going to go into some basketball. Little LeBron James talk. We're not talking any specific games or scores or who's going to win what. We're talking about LeBron James versus Karens. Look at you just smoking loud on your vape, you whore. Right on cue. Right when I'm talking about Karens, So
Karen,
did you see this?
I did see this. It was amazing, dude. Yeah, it was great.
If you guys don't know, this was in Atlanta. Lakers at Atlanta. There were fans because Atlanta is one of the few states one of the few cities that allows fans to the games. And LeBron got into it with this guy, Chris Carlos, who I guess is a Hawks super fan. Poor you, bro. Like,
yeah, right.
Can you imagine paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for courtside to be a Hawks fan? Like, your greatest team of all time had Al Horford on it as their star. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's brutal. So this guy's already going through it. I don't know exactly what him and LeBron were going back and forth at but his wife got injected. Here's where Karen comes in. Juliana Carlos, allegedly, I know there's stories going back and forth, so we'll say allegedly to cover our own asses here. She told LeBron, and if you see a picture of this lady, you're just going to crack up hearing it, because just picture a Karen, and you've got it. Just not with the hair. She has longer hair, but she said that allegedly that she was going to fuck him up for what he was saying to her husband. And also, when she was told to put her mask on, she refused to wear her mask. And it led to her and Mr. Chris Carlos getting kicked out. LeBron, he's had a lot to say about this, but he did say that he was glad that fans were back. And he likes having these kind of interactions. And he also said these guys shouldn't have gotten thrown out.
Yeah.
But he also called Carlos an old steroid user, which is
steroid ass.
Yeah, old steroid ass, which is awesome. We're now calling this lady Juliana Courtside Karen. I think it's an electric name.
Yep.
And what were your thoughts about this when you saw it? Do you agree with him getting kicked out?
Yeah, originally, like before I heard like anything else about it, I was kind of like, I was like, oh, LeBron, like being soft, like, getting fans kicked out of the game, blah, blah, blah. But then I, started doing a little investigative work and well, not, I mean, just really just going through Twitter, right? And Instagram, right? And seeing this lady, like this woman sucks, dude. She is the goddamn worst. Like she is like she's like the epitome of like the worst of humanity. Like a gold digger. She said she's 25 years old. There's no way that's true, right? Like
I don't think she's 20. She's got to be in her 30s at least, but she
said she's
younger.
25.
She's way younger than. Well, okay, I can say I'm 25, but I'm definitely not.
But I'm saying, yeah, that's what she said. So she clearly is lying about that, and just one of those like voices / attitudes where you're like, wow, like how did you grow up to be like a real person?
You can tell she probably has never had to work a day in her life.
No, exactly.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, not even really like that hot either. Like
I don't think
for a trophy wife. Like, come on.
For an old steroid ass, you think you better? I guess. Yeah,
an old steroid ass.
You know what? You know what, Paul? I'm actually a little disgusted with you. I mean, love is blind. Okay, we can't just be so disgusting and superficial that we're just going. It counts what's on the outside. Here at Bush League Bros, we believe what matters is purely on the inside. Although it sounds like you're telling me she's an absolute scumbag on Twitter. So
exactly.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Against anything LeBron does, right? Like just
you got to be on Team LeBron right now, right?
Yeah, you had to be on Team LeBron with this one because
yeah,
she was just. And I don't really know anything about the guy, but I mean, he's allowed if he pays that much money to sit in those seats, like he's allowed to talk shit to LeBron.
Sure.
Like
and LeBron liked it.
LeBron is allowed to tell him to shut the fuck up. Like it is what it is, dude. Like that's I think that's the experience you pay for when you say
yeah. Well, don't you think like that's like LeBron said he misses it and he needs that interaction with fans? Don't you feel like there's a lot of players like that? Like Russ feeds off anytime fans are talking shit.
Yeah.
And then you'll just see him like yell at the corner, then do whatever he does. Melo, the same thing. Like there's guys that just do I have to quantify when I say Melo now as the real Carmelo Anthony, or can we just assume that if I say Melo, I'm not talking about LaMelo?
Nah, I don't know. LaMelo's playing pretty good, dude.
So from now on, I don't give a please. From now on, if I say Melo, I'm officially talking about Carmelo Anthony. I'm never making that correction again. I will say LaMelo, I guess.
Fair.
There we go. I don't even know why I went on that tangent.
Yeah.
Bush League. What a clown.
Bush League.
I'm an idiot. Anything else you want to say on LeBron? Although we are, with us being surprisingly on his team.
No, there's not much else I got really.
All right.
Just
NBA regular season. Nothing huge is going on right now. We'll cover it when we need to cover it. Thank you, LeBron, for taking care of yet another Karen and doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Let's talk NFL now. But before we talk about the big game, can't say the real thing apparently. Paul canceling me here on Bush League Bros. We did have a major trade go down this week. Jared Goff of the Rams was sent to the Detroit Lions along with 2 first-round draft picks and a third for Matthew Stafford. We did a little predictions on where we thought Stafford could go, and I don't think either of us had the Rams in our scope. Pretty shocking to see when I saw it. Any impressions, any takeaways on, or any thoughts really, on Stafford to the Rams and them getting rid of Goff just 2 years after signing to a 4-year, $134 million extension?
I mean, that's what's crazy because didn't the Rams traded to get Goff too in the draft? I'm pretty sure.
Do they trade up? I can't remember. They might have. I
think they did. I can't. Yeah, it's a little while back, but and then sign him to his contract.
Washington.
And then give out a boatload of assets to get rid of them, basically. I don't know. I think I don't know. I think Stafford's in the right situation as a top 10 quarterback, right? So like,
Stafford's got to be over the moon. Like,
yeah, the deal that they got him for isn't the worst. It's just, yeah, I
it's a
think
lot.
it's a lot. It's a
They gave
lot.
up a lot.
But I don't know. I feel like Jared Goff is like almost like meaningless in that trade because I don't think he's a mid-level QB. I mean, he's played good at times. He did bring him to a Super Bowl, but you can argue that that wasn't really all him. I don't know. That was more McVay's offense, and then teams have like kind of
Oh,
figured that
yeah.
out, and he hasn't really been able to adjust. So it's it's interesting, man. But I wish Stafford had gone to the Patriots, but it didn't happen. He said specifically he didn't want to go there, so that's
He
on
did.
him.
How do you feel about that?
Kind of hurts. Kind of hurts.
Did
I
you
hope
hear Teddy
he finds
Bruschi
friends.
say that he didn't want to deal with the Patriot way? He's not tough enough to be a
He's not
Patriot.
tough. Yeah, he's not tough enough. Yeah, you
Man,
can't.
there are some
Some
jilted
people,
Patriots fans.
some
right now.
people don't. Yeah, some people can't handle being a Patriot like myself. And
Well, didn't Danny Amendola say that the Patriot way was actually the Tom Brady way? Like,
it might be
Patriot
that might
Nation
be
is in
true.
shambles right now. You guys are eating each other from the inside out, man. I don't
It's all
even know.
falling. It's all falling apart.
Yeah, man, what is going on here?
I know. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I
You
don't
hate to see
know
it.
what's happening with that, but I think this makes the Rams a legit contender next year. Do you? Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, even, I don't know that when I think of the Rams, I think of them as exceptional drafters. So while, I think 2 first rounds and a third to get rid of Goff is a lot and to get Stafford is a lot. I mean, Goff stinks. I mean, he's better than you and I are, but I think you calling him a, middle-level quarterback is nice. I think we've seen it since the Super Bowl that they lost. I don't think he's been the same guy.
Yeah.
I think you're right about defenses figuring him out, and he's one of those guys that I think was it Mike Lombardi? Somebody said like you can tell he's one of those guys you can tell in the first quarter if he's into the game or not.
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't make sense to me if I'm Detroit taking Goff. Like, why do I want to pay him $35 million a year for the next 3 years or whatever?
Mhm.
When I mean, you don't have weapons around him. He's not. I don't know. We'll see how it works out for Detroit. Maybe they're just thinking he could be a stopgap, and we'll draft a quarterback with all these first-round picks that we have now
Yeah.
in the near future. Maybe it'll work out for them, but I love it for the Rams. I think the Rams just got a lot better on offense.
Oh,
I
for
think
sure.
Matt Stafford, even though he's never won a playoff game, he is criminally underrated. I mean, he has like every record in the Detroit Lions record book for a quarterback, and I know that
Yeah.
doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's not his fault that he's never been able to win a playoff game in Detroit. I mean,
No.
they had, I think we talked about this last time, they had Barry Sanders,
Yep.
arguably the greatest running back of all time.
Yeah. It didn't do
They
shit with
won
him,
one
yeah.
playoff game with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was against the Cowboys. Look at that. Roasting my own team. Look at that history lesson right there. I'm incredible. I think the interesting thing about this, though, before we talk about the big game this weekend,
Yes.
does this make Deshaun Watson like untradeable now?
I mean, if you value him higher than you do Stafford, which you
Which
probably
you
would
have
because
to.
he's
You
younger,
have
right?
to. Younger, better, like.
Better is debatable, I think. But I think, yeah,
What? How is that debatable? He
it's
led the league in passing yards last season and name one of his wide receivers.
true. True. Well,
Thank you.
let's put it this way, right? Like I agree though that like you're gonna have to give up a boat to get Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson. And I don't know, are we talking 3, 4 first round picks? Like
You might look. I mean, how many? Yeah, I mean, you might have to.
Mhm.
That's what, man. Like the Jets in Miami, they got to figure out what they're going to do with Darnold and Tua,
yeah,
and they got to figure out if the Texans want any of those quarterbacks back in return, because it could be that quarterback and then 3 or 4 first rounders and another mid rounder.
Mhm.
I don't know.
No,
man.
exactly. Yeah, it's gonna
I
be a
think this
boatload.
makes it tough.
This offer, obviously, what the Rams had to give up to get Stafford is obviously like sets a baseline for anything for Watson is going to be more than this. So I think that I still like Miami as my favorites to do it, even though I don't know it's been a little mum here. I think the week after the Super Bowl here, we'll see a big
business
move.
is about to pick up.
Big move, and then
And I figured out who your quarterback's going to be on the Patriots next year.
Who's it
I'm
gonna
putting
be?
in before we get into our, we're going to talk some betting here in a little bit, but
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was on the available. Speaking of the Dolphins, are you ready for Fitz Magic
Fitz Magic in
on
New
the
England.
Patriots? Are you ready
I
for
don't know. Yeah.
I'm obviously a Cowboys fan, but I might rescind my hatred for the Patriots if it's
If we
Fitz
sign Fitz
Magic
Magic, yeah.
leading the way and you guys draft a Kadarius Toney or a Kyle Pitts or someone on offense,
Mhm.
just electrifying.
Yeah.
I think,
I mean, I'll take anyone
book
that
it
can
right now.
complete a 10-yard pass at this point. Yeah.
He can complete 60-yard bombs.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll
Exactly.
also throw ridiculous interceptions at
Yes.
untimely
Yes.
times, but it'll be a phenomenal performance. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on.
I'll take Fitzmagic. If it's no one else, if we just rebuild the team and there's no one else like that really is a good fit, or say we get a young guy in the draft and we want to get a veteran quarterback to play in the meantime.
You guys did talk to Mac Jones this weekend, Alabama quarterback.
I could easily see him kind of the Patriots,
Dude,
but
the dude can't move at all in the pocket, and I don't think he's very good, but
he was pretty good this year. He was pretty good. I mean,
bro, come on.
Yeah.
Who did he have to throw to?
Like the
best wide receiver that won the Heisman.
Yeah.
Who was he handing the ball off to? The best running back in football? Like, come on. I mean, he's gonna be fine, but I don't know that he's gonna be he's I don't know. He could be a Connor Cook type to me. I don't know if I see him being a starter. Just like Kyle Trask on the Gators. I don't know. They'll probably go in the first, second round, but I don't know what they're going to amount to. Anything else you want to talk about in football before we hop over and start picking some stuff for this mega matchup between Brady, Mahomes, the Bucks, the Chiefs?
No, let's go. Let's go. Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
You can't say it. You just told me I can't say that.
Super
now you're saying it.
You can say it. You can say it.
I can't. I mean, no. I mean, now you're getting canceled in your face, liberal virus bot boy over there with your vaccine. Ha! Still can't believe you white privileged your way into that. But anyway, let's talk about the big game. Let's talk about it here. We're going to do some betting with the bros here in a minute. Just some fun prop bets that we'll go through. Yes. Some are pretty stupid. Some may relate to football. We're not going to talk about the spread right now. We'll get to the spread. But let's just do overall predictions for the game. Who do you have winning? This is Super Bowl 55, right? Am I crazy?
Super Bowl 55. Double nickel.
Yeah. Yes, there you go. Who do you have winning this game in the first time, by the way, a home team for the Super Bowl? Games being played in Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It sucks that there's no fans for that. But anyways.
What are you talking about? There's going to be fans there.
Yeah, but like not that many. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Please. We talked last week about how Kansas City had no regard for social distancing. And they're going to do the exact same. We're in Florida now. You know, it's not going to be sold out, but you know.
Yeah.
Bro, COVID's going to be running wild in Tampa.
Yeah. Oh,
it already kind of is.
But it already, anyway. It's already.
Anyway. Who you got? Give it to me.
I'm going with my boy, dude. I'm going with my boy
Brady. Okay.
Tom Brady going to win his 7th Super Bowl. But in all seriousness, right? Like, of course, I got to go with Brady, right? He's my guy. But I think that it will actually be the Bucs defense that
we talked about this last time, yeah.
That shows up and keeps them in the game. So, like, I think that if they can slow Mahomes down just slightly, it'll enable Brady to stay in the game. Brady's look good. This is a Super Bowl. Brady shows up in the biggest games. It's going to give them the opportunity to hang in there, which is all they need is to be able to hang in there for like the fourth quarter. And then it's Tom Brady in the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter. I mean, he doesn't choke that often, but sometimes. But so I just don't think that. I don't know. I don't think that the Chiefs defense can slow down the the Buccaneers as much, right? As I think the Buccaneers will have a little, even though like Mahomes and his guys are some of the, one of the best offenses we've ever seen. I just think they'll be able to get them off the field at certain critical points. And we'll see Brady do his thing. I'm going with Brady. I mean,
Going
you can make
Brady.
the argument the other way as well, but that's who I'm
No,
rolling
I
with.
think I like what you're saying. We touched a little bit on, we did a quick breakdown of the two teams last episode.
Mhm.
If you guys want to see that, you can go check it out. Again, it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on the YouTube and on our Facebook page. All at Bush League Bros. Look at that cheap little plug right there while we're doing this. I'm with you right there 100% as far as the Bucks have the better defense. At least they've been playing like the better defense. I know Jones, the defensive lineman for the Chiefs, can wreck games, and they do have the Honey Badger, so they can do things. And they did a good job, suppressing the Bills last week. But the Bucks have had a much more consistent defense all year. A big key that I think would be playing in the Bucks' favor. It came out today. Eric Fisher, two-time Pro Bowl offensive lineman for the Chiefs, is out of this game. So I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be lined up against Mr. Fireworks, Jason Pierre-Paul. I hope you guys get that joke with the fireworks. Boom, got him. Don't play with
Boom.
fireworks, kids, because you will be missing fingers like Jason Pierre-Paul. But anyway, he's been playing great for the Bucks, and I mean, he could run roughshod. I don't know who their backup's going to be, but anytime you lose a two-time Pro Bowler on the offensive line, that is going to be tough, and it's going to be something to watch for. My biggest thing, I'm going to pick the Chiefs hesitantly, not just because you're picking the Bucks, but and to be different. But I've said it all year. The Bucks just seem like, or not the Bucks, the Chiefs just seem like they can turn it on whenever they want, and I feel like they're going to be able to do that. I know Sammy Watkins might not play, but he hasn't played all playoffs. I don't know, as your studio's falling apart over there, I don't know, who's covering Tyreek Hill. That's question number
I don't
one.
think anyone covers Tyreek Hill, though.
Yeah, I don't. That's going to be tough. I mean, who's covering Travis Kelce? And I'm more confident in, even though the Bucks have the better defense, I'm more confident in the weapons that Kansas City has because they've done it. They've won the Super Bowl. They've shown up when it matters. Brady has, but has Mike Evans, has Godwin. AB's been hot, but then AB was out with he was out with COVID, right? Was he out with what was he out with? Was he hurt?
No,
Or
it
was
was
he out?
injury, I think.
Okay, all right. I mean, so many COVID stories. And
Yeah.
I just assume everything's COVID related and they're covering it up now. That's on me.
Yeah.
But he was out. He's back. He's supposed to be back. He's back.
Yep.
And he's shown up big time, but everybody else, and is Gronk gonna Gronk? I don't know. I'm not as confident in those weapons as I am on the Chiefs. Either way, though, I think this game is a coin flip. I think this could go either way. I'm hoping it's an absolute shootout. I'm hoping it's kind of like that Monday night game between the Chiefs and the Rams a couple of years back with the Rams team that lost to your Patriots. There you go. There's some props to you. There's something for you. The last time Tom Brady was in a Super Bowl, and the last one that he won. There you go. But I do think Patty Mahomes, even though he likes ketchup on his steak, and I'll never forgive him for it, I think he becomes the first quarterback to win 2 Super Bowls in a row since 03-04, which was Tommy Boy.
Since Tom Brady,
I think this is, as much as they want to make it about the quarterbacks, I don't know that it will be. I think it's going to be more about the people around them because Brady and Mahomes are going to show up. Like, they're going to do their thing. It's the sexy way to pitch it. Oh, we've got the baby goat and the real goat. But I'm going to pick the Chiefs in a close one, which will lead us into doing some prop bets here.
Let's do it.
I'm broke. I ain't working right now, so I'm not actually putting any money on this. And I'm in Florida. I'm not allowed to. Can you believe that?
Can't believe it.
You can't online bet. You can't do online gambling in Florida. Like, what are we doing here?
Unbelievable.
It's ridiculous. Florida has reservations about online gambling. Boom. Got it. That's a deep joke. Hope everyone gets it. I'm canceled. So anyway, time for some betting with the bros. Paulie August right there. Brett Batchelder right here. These are just some fun prop bets that, are going out around on these various, the FanDuels, the DraftKings, and, the like that people are betting on. We'll start with a very basic one. The spread for the game is -3 as of today in favor of the Chiefs. So obviously you're picking the Bucks. So the Bucks have to cover in your eyes.
The Bucks will cover that. Obviously, I'm taking the money line if we had to really pick it. But I just think even if I didn't, I think they're going to keep it close. I think if anything, it would have been a push, even if they lose. So I think it'll be like a 3-point game. But
see, that's where I'm kind of going with.
Yeah. I got to take the Bucks here. I guess.
I'll take the Chiefs then, but I just said this game's a coin flip. I think it could go either way. I don't think anybody is winning by more than a one possession game, and I don't mean by 8 points. I think this is somewhere between a 5 and 3 point game. So I won't be lazy and take a push. I will say Kansas City covers that -3. I'll say they win by 4. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Let's have some fun here, though. Let's have some fun here.
Let's have some fun.
Coin toss. Now I'm gonna judge you a little bit on how you go with the coin toss here. Are you going heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
All right, you get it. Although you know what's funny is over 50% of the time heads does win at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't listen to.
You don't care.
Statistics.
Your tails never fail. That's
tails
right.
never fails. Yeah.
If it rhymes, it must be true. Right? There we go.
Exactly.
We're going with our hearts over science. You know, unlike someone who got a COVID vaccine before everybody else because of his privilege. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to stop making that joke. I promise eventually. The next one. This is going to be a pretty quick episode here. Next one, we want to know. I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently people bet on this every year. The national anthem, over, under 120 seconds. It's 2 minutes.
Over. It always goes over, I feel like. Who's singing it this year?
I probably should have looked that up. So let's do it right now.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't, yeah.
Well, it does, because what if we've got like some quick person? National anthem, Super Bowl. Eric Church to perform with Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, yeah. It's a duet. Yeah, it's a duet.
I don't know who either of them are, to be honest. I think Eric
way over
country, but yeah, that's going to be a long one.
Yeah,
I can't imagine. Don't you feel like they would all go over 120 seconds? Like,
I feel like that's the thing, is that like this is bet on every year, but it always goes over.
Wouldn't it? Yeah, because they're trying to, it's going to sound awful, but they're trying to get their spotlight.
Yeah, they're not going to do a
biggest
quick
thing
national
of the year.
anthem.
Yeah, no. And they're gonna, do you remember the one Queen Latifah did that just like basically ruined the like she tried to like make it her own like jazzy thing? I'm like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
No, I think everybody's forgot about that because of Fergie.
Fergie's. I was just thinking that Fergie's
national anthem of all time. I can never unsee Draymond Green dying.
Yeah.
Wow, it's the greatest Draymond Green moment of all time.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So this one I like. I said we weren't going to mention COVID anymore, but I knew this one was coming. I want to know. We've got Andy Reid. We've got Bruce Arians. Which coach is going to be the first to remove their face mask?
I'm going with Bruce Arians. I think Andy Reid, doesn't he wear like the face shield?
He does.
So it's kind of hard to like pull that off, right? Or like,
I think he has to wear both now.
So he wears the mask and he wears the shield.
He might have ditched the shield. He might have banned it. He started the year with the shields.
Okay.
And people were cracking up because it was fogged up. I'm pretty sure he switched to
just a mask.
I'm still going Bruce Arians. Shields don't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I just feel like Bruce Arians is like type of guy that like he can like lose his cool and just rip his mask off at any time. Like it'll happen. Yeah.
I'm gonna be mean here, okay?
Yeah.
And I think either one of these guys could get angry and take it off.
Yeah.
But Andy Reid, hey, love Andy Reid, especially now that he's not the Eagles head coach. I'm a huge fan of. I think he's a great coach. If Bill Belichick wasn't around, he might be the best coach of our generation.
Yeah. Debatable, yeah.
But it is certainly debatable, but he's a big boy. Bruce Arians ain't no slouch either, but I feel like this is going to come down to which one's going to be out of breath quicker, pacing the sideline. And, you've got that mask, and we can breathe in masks, but it certainly isn't as easy as what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
I think he's got a little less cardio than Bruce, so he's going to have to drop it down a little bit and turn into a chin diaper.
Bruce I'll take too. Yeah.
That's what I said there. I mean, he isn't a slouch himself, but I think I think Bruce beats Andy in a 40-yard dash, so I think he's got a better cardio. Even though I think he's older, we know Reid loves his cheeseburgers. He's probably going to get some after the game.
Yeah.
But I'm just picking him to run out of breath first. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're a plus-size, beautiful man, Andy Reid, and I've got no hatred for you. I just think you're going to run out of breath a lot quicker than Bruce. It is what it is. You did what you did to your arteries, and good for you.
There we go. I like it. So we're on the opposite sides of that one.
Opposite sides there. This one, I guess it's going to depend on who gets the ball first on this. But first offensive play, run or pass?
Going pass.
Yeah, I am too. I just feel like who's going to run? It's boring.
Yeah.
These two offenses are going to run.
Yeah.
No. If it was the Cowboys, I mean, all they do is run on first down. So
Exactly.
I'd be making hundreds of millions of dollars on that bet alone. I put everything I've ever owned, put the house on it.
Mhm.
And then they do a fucking bootleg and it cost me millions and still lose the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
glad they're not in it this year. Let's talk about the halftime show, the Pepsi halftime show.
Yes.
Pepsi stinks. I'm not a fan. Unless they wanted to sponsor us, then I'd ditch my Coke
Then you'd be a
loyalty.
fan.
But
Yeah.
yeah, sure. I mean, it's not pickle juice or anything. So The Weeknd is performing on the halftime show, and I got to admit, I don't know a whole lot of The Weeknd songs. Some of them are good, but what is going to be the first time that the first song that The Weeknd sings during the halftime celebration? Will it be "Blinding Lights," which I am so sick of hearing because it's on every freaking Super Bowl commercial right now?
Yeah.
So will it be "Blinding Lights," "Save Your Tears"? I don't know that one. "Starboy." I do know. Or will it be something else?
So I think I know I'm sure I would recognize the Blinding Lights one. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But usually they go with the bigger songs that they have towards the middle end. So I would assume that'll be towards the end.
Probably the last one. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Starboy, I guess. Just a guess. Also, why do we really need The Weeknd? There's only one time that I think that The Weeknd is acceptable music, and
what is that time?
Typically, I don't have my clothes on during those times. If you catch my drift,
bro, you're pounding them out to The Weeknd. What is going on here? What? Oh,
first of all, I appreciate the fact that you acknowledge I'm pounding it out, or just that would be your vision.
Look, I don't.
Secondly, of course, dude. Have you ever listened to The Weeknd, dude? You throw some
just
Weeknd
said I
on.
know it.
Yeah, you throw The Weeknd on, dude, and
I don't know if The Weeknd gets me or any, but maybe it does. I don't know.
It doesn't matter how it gets you. It's all about, you know what I mean?
Who needs music? I don't know. We need to talk off air about your Pound Town practices, buddy. But Blinding Lights, that beat, there's just too much of a cadence right there. How are you going to keep up?
Yeah, dude. I hit the lights. I light a candle. I put on the Weeknd playlist, dude, and it's good to go, dude. It's good to go.
I don't even know what to say to that. I'm hurt right now.
But I don't listen to his music otherwise.
The poor women that you defile.
Come on. Come on, defile. That's a harsh word, dude.
Fine. The women that you leave thoroughly and utterly disappointed by your 2 seconds of glory is
Yeah. At least they got to listen to half of a Weeknd song.
You didn't even get to the first chorus.
We play 45 seconds of a Weeknd song.
Oh my god! You know what probably helped you get through some of the Pound Town vibes is some Gatorade, some electrolytes before, after, and during. Gatorade. That's the next bet. I'm not going to be able to get over that. Yeah. What color Gatorade will be poured onto the winning coach? Green, yellow, pink, blue, orange, red, or another color?
I'm going orange. I feel like orange has been a popular color in the past, in the recent history. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna roll with orange. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go red. And my logic is both teams wear red, so I feel like they both have themed color Gatorade. So I'm going to pick red.
Okay. Solid pick.
That's
Solid pick. So
I think that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got two more here. First, we're going to do the over-under. The over-under for this game is 56.5. I'll still never understand how we do half points. It's not possible. But will the total combined scores of this game be more or less than 56.5?
I think it's got to be over. That's basically 23 points each.
Yep. Look at you.
Yeah. That's we gotta go over that. Yeah. No, that's actually, I'm wrong. Yeah.
It would be 23. Yeah.
No,
23.25.
25.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's like 20. It's like 28.
Right I don't even.
That actually changed my thought process a little more.
I feel bad.
I'm still gonna go over because someone's hitting 30 plus. and the other team's going to be in the 20s. So yeah, it's if it's like So even if like in a blowout, I think it's somewhere like 40 to 20 something. So yes, over.
Okay, over. So please excuse our
Actually-
Bush League math right there.
Yeah.
Did you just say you were going to change it up?
I
I'm
feel
taking
like
the over.
yeah, Super Bowls are so crazy, dude, because like I don't know if you like remember like it seems like always in like the first half of Super Bowls, there's not much offense because like teams are kind of tight or whatever, but it always like seems to break loose in the second half. So
That's how it's been lately.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm still gonna go with the over. Fuck it.
I am too. I think both of these teams are going to come out guns a-blazing. And, as we talked about, both these quarterbacks have been in this situation before. They're not going to be as tight as a Jared Goff team or a Jimmy G team or Matt Ryan or any of these other guys that have lost Super Bowls. I feel like they're going to come out and just do what they do. And
Yeah.
I think 60 points, 30 points each is very attainable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. All right.
All right, you ready for the last one?
What do we got?
The last one, Super Bowl MVP. I'm not going to ask you to pick the MVP. We're just going to do an overall. I mean, we can pick the MVP if you want. We got plenty of time here.
Yeah.
I just want to know, is it going to go to a quarterback or a non-quarterback?
You know what? Because it's one of those games that's so about the quarterbacks, it feels like inevitably it'll be someone else that steals the shine, and it'll be like not the quarterback, not a quarterback, right? I just don't know who it could be on the Chiefs if it wasn't Mahomes, right?
Do.
Like, I guess Tyreek Hill, Kelsey maybe,
or Kelsey,
yeah. But yeah, I can see it happening. I wouldn't necessarily bet it that way, that it would be a non-quarterback, but it's definitely a possibility. But what do you think?
It is. I'm going back here, just kind of looking, and I've gotten to some quick math. 10 of the last 16 Super Bowl MVPs have been quarterbacks, and here are the positions that have won outside. You had Julian Edelman, obviously. You had Von Miller, Super Bowl 50. You had Malcolm Smith. You probably don't know who Malcolm Smith is for the Seahawks when they won.
Yep.
Santonio Holmes, Steelers. Hines Ward, Steelers. And Deion Branch, your team.
Ooh. Yeah, I forgot about Deion Branch, yeah.
And that's, I mean, I could keep going back, and I'm seeing a lot of quarterback.
Yeah.
Some quick math right there. So I just don't think, even if Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, any of the receivers on Tampa exploded, or somebody on defense exploded, what the whole marketing for the Super Bowl is GOAT versus baby GOAT. I think they're going to make it one of those two. So I would also put my money on quarterback.
The thing about wide receiver is like the only way that like Tyreek Hill gets it, I feel like, is he's got to get like, he legitimately would have to get like 250 yards, win the game, and then
he did it every time I had to go against him in fantasy.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
why I can't stand
which is possible. I'm not saying it's not right,
Yeah.
but like he would have to do that. But then like Mahomes would somehow have to have like not like the most absurd, amazing game as well. Like he would have.
I don't know. I feel like if it was going to be a receiver, again, whether it's Chiefs or Bucks, because either there's so many good weapons on both sides.
Yeah.
He wouldn't necessarily have to put up 250. He could put up 100, a couple TDs, but have the iconic moment. I mean, that's why Julian Edelman won. He had against, what was the Falcons?
No, the Rams.
Was it the Rams or was it the Falcons?
Yeah, it was the Rams game. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, he had like 11 catches, something like that, and like he killed it that whole game. He was
the only one that could do anything. Yeah, he was the only one until Gronk finally got his catch. That's right.
Yeah. I just feel like if either of these guys get Brady or Mahomes, like if either of them get to like 400 yards, 3 touchdowns passing, they're winning it. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what they want. They're all in on quarterbacks, and that's what sells the tickets. So. Do you want to pick? I mean, do you want to pick a Super Bowl MVP? I mean, I guess we have to go Tom and Pat, like, because that's who we picked in the games. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go Tom and Pat.
Edgy. Man, we are some risk takers around here.
Risk takers. Let's take a non-traditional one. I'm gonna go.
Okay. If it's not a quarterback.
Gronk.
You patriot son of a bitch. Like you make me sick. All right.
I know.
I'm gonna pick good old Chris Jones, defensive lineman for the Chiefs.
Solid pick.
He could wreck a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could. He
It's
could
Chris
ruin
Jones,
Brady's
not
day.
Chandler Jones, right? Did I just have
It's
another
Chris
breakdown?
Jones. Yeah, no, it's Chris Jones.
All right. Who's Chandler Jones? Why is Chandler Jones?
Chandler Jones is John Bones Jones' brother.
That's right. There you go. Look at you cleaning up for me right there. I appreciate that.
Of course.
It's been a long week.
It has.
There's no excuse. That was shit. I'm garbage. So that's it for the sports talk. I don't really have any bar side conversations or anything that I wrote down because I was feeling a little gross this morning when I wrote the episode. Is there anything that you want to talk about before we wrap this bad boy up and go into the big game weekend, Super Bowl 55? Anything you got?
No, man, I'm good, man. It was a good episode. Nice. Short and sweet today, ladies and gentlemen.
Sweet. Just like he does it with the weekend on, you know.
Everyone enjoys. Hope everyone enjoys the Super Bowl and you know has a wonderful time out there. Stay safe. Dodge the COVID.
Are you having a Super Bowl party?
Bro, it's always a party up here. That made no sense.
Are you doing anything for the Super Bowl?
No, actually, I'll probably be doing a little work. Yeah.
Dude, you got the COVID vaccine. You could just go do whatever you want.
I actually am going to the Super Bowl because I got the vaccine.
Are you coming down? Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I don't have any money for it, but let's go. Figure it out.
Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you. Well,
all right.
Everyone stay safe. Get your shots. Get your shots. Get your drink on this weekend.
Yep.
Say it. Don't say it, bro.
Find yourself a beautiful woman to disappoint during the weekend while playing the weekend.
Yes. If you can get laid during the halftime show, definitely do so. You got plenty of time. There's exactly.
God. Oh, I hate the halftime show and I hate this show. So I'm going to end it right there, right now. Everybody enjoy the Super Bowl. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to win the game as well as the MVP. If you haven't already, and thank you for those who already do, follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and the YouTube at Bush League Bros. Mr. Memer over there is starting to have a little fun with you guys. Maybe I'll join on the action like I actually put forth some kind of effort because I'm a piece of shit. But until then, guys, hit the subscribe button. Let us know all that fun stuff. Do what you do. Enjoy your weekend. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace.
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 That's Bush League. Bush League.
Punch you right in the mouth. That's Bush. Bush League.
That's Bush League. Bush League.
Punch you right in the mouth. That's Bush. Bush League.